Hi, welcome to my channel and my home. I am MW. It's been a while since I've last spoke with you guys, but it's called what, excuse me, is what we call life sometimes. Um, the one thing that I started off with on this program, it was the magazines that really was the one thing that I wanted to explore and let people see the variations of things. You don't have to just jump up and go for the first thing. You can take your time and look and be sure if you want to do a particular program. One of the things I'd like to tell you as well, once you start decorating a particular area, you should do it all at once. Get everything lined up and go in and start taking and putting things the way you want it to be. You'll appreciate it a lot more than you would have if you did one piece here, one piece there. You'll see it, but it doesn't bring the interest that you really want it to bring. So now I'm back. I want to tell you about the magazines again. Some of these magazines I love, and I always subscribe to it or I'll go and buy it. Uh, at one time, I said subscribe to it. I like to go to the bookstore and see what they have because some of these things aren't worth the money that they have on these, but there's certain ones certainly are worth it. And I found traditional home, also like the English homes, give us a little information across the waters. And I like Southern Homes. That is my to do book all the time. I found with this one, they have such a variation of things that you can see and read, and they're wonderful because they'll tell you where you can get some of the things that they're displaying, which I think is a very good idea. The next one is that I just recently started to review. It's called Small Space Home Style, and it is a wonderful book. It's a book that fill you in on areas that are small and how you can take those areas and blend it where it looks like, oh, it's beautiful, it's so big. It brings you on what you want to you. It makes a difference. If you like a particular book, fine. If you don't, that's okay. This is the reason why I don't subscribe to them because sometimes the books may not have the things that I'm interested in. And if it isn't, I go to the bookstore, I go through there and look and see what they have to offer, scan, and read some of the information to make sure that it is worth the purchase in which they're asking. Okay, this one here is Southern Homes. That's one of my favorite, and I think I may have just showed you the other one just before that. The next one is Veranda, which is another superior magazine. It gives you what you need, and magazines set up in a particular manner, and it's set up so that when you go into the bookstore and you see all these magazines, you need to take the time and take a few of them and look at them, go through the pages, see if there's anything in writing or something that you see in a picture, a viewing of something. That will help you to decide on what this book is going to do for you. Save you a lot of money if you take the time and scan through it. Um, Another one that I like is called Country French. I like to see variations of different styles that they have in the many different libraries. There are tons of books. And I feel like the library has a lot to offer a person. And if you just take the time and review some of the things that are around that area, you may be surprised of what you can come away with. The next one is House Beautiful. Another one. Very, very good. Every month when they come out, I make sure that I get a copy. But before I purchase it, I scan over it to see what they have, anything appealing, something that's going to help me later on down the road, that type of a thing. And this is one of those books that can do this for you. The next one that I have is called French Cottage. Okay. Again, across the water, we like to make sure that there are many things that we can see, whether or not we can actually go there, things that we know you can take a magazine and look, and it welcomes you. A book talks to you just like your home talks to you. If it doesn't say, hello, stop, look at me, maybe you might want to keep going. Because I found that once I get the magazine and I review it, I decide at that time whether or not it's worth the amount of money that they're asking for. Okay, and I have one of my favorite ones is Georgia Style and Design, and it's by Henrietta Spencer Churchill. This one tells you about the contemporary uh, that you have in some of these books to review. Now, I know all of the books that I've shown you are books that we have to purchase. Well, one thing I want you to know is that there are magazines that comes from um, the company, furniture stores, design stores, those kind of things. And this is one of them that I just love. This is just a wonderful magazine. It's free. It's showing you what they have to offer. It's telling you we have this merchandise. If you want this, you can get it. And this is a book that you get for free. You just go on and, get yourself registered there and you can get these every month. And the other ones that I like to always bring forward about is Mackenzie Childs. That merchandise that they sell is just unique and beautiful. Um, I've known about that company for quite some time. In 1965, I was on a trip and we went into New York City because that was the state that we were visiting. And I walked by this window and I saw these unusual pieces. At the time, I was 13 years old. And I was like, what are some pretty toys for children? But I'd be afraid that they'd break it. Well, little did I know that Mackenzie Childs is of a beautiful collection of things that you can blend with. They're fun, they make you feel good, they are durable things that they have. And I like to buy things from them from time to time. Again, like I said, it all depends upon um, what I see that they have and show interest to me. Because, like I said, a book has to talk to you. Everything when you do in a house has to talk to you. You just have to listen quietly and look at it and review everything, not being critical, but reviewing, thinking, hmm, I like this. This is what I want. That makes a difference. So I say to you, thank you so much. And I pray that I'll have another chance to come back on and review stuff with you. The books are my main concern that you have a chance to review and go. It's just one of those things that if you like it, you'll get it, you review it, and then you take it home. If not, hey, no hurt. You're not hurt because you were given a chance to look at what they have. And that is something that I think a person has to do when you're looking for your home, when you're looking at magazine, fabric, rugs, wall colors, the whole thing, draperies, the whole thing when you're doing a house. And then you have to set it up how you feel. But one thing that I will emphasize when you start to decorate a room, it is better if you would take the time and get it all together. Sometimes I'll shop in my house. I got things that I purchased at some time and I'm not using. But the beauty of it, I have it. At some point in time, I will use this again. So I like to go back and review the things that I have in my home before I spend the money. And believe me, if I bought something back then and I still have it, It was something that caught my attention. It talked to me. It said hello, like I like to say a house does. You know, the magazines are something that I think are wonderful. Sometimes the prices are very, very high, but again, you have a chance to review it and see whether or not it is worth the amount of money. The magazines that I have just shown you are just some of them that I review. I have a library in my house, and when I say that, it's not huge, but at the same time, it does what I want it to do. I've collected books for many, many years and have some that's really back in the 1990s, you know. And it's just something that I like to know. I want to know what's going on. Every time there's a new fall or winter, summer, spring, I want to be hip. I want to know what's out there and what people really are interested in. Right now in my home, I'm working in my master bedroom and it's almost done. It is totally put in the area that I want it to be in. And it's just a few little clinks that I feel like I want to put a little bit more color. So at least now, even looking at where I am with this room, well, what can I say? I love colors. And I always got to throw a little here and a little there. But at some point in time, I'll be more than happy to talk to you about draperies. I worked for a drapery company many years ago. Before that, my grandmother taught me how to lay out a pattern, make it yourself, and measure the whole precise everything. I was blessed to have beautiful great grandmother and grandmother and a mom. So, my thing to you is take your time. If you look at it and it's not doing anything for you there, don't take it home because you're certainly not going to look at it and you'll be and waste all that wonderful money that you didn't need to spend. So, I say to you, I pray you like my program and you subscribe to it. Um, I'm here and I plan on being here to continue to bring you beautiful things that we have in this world. Take care. Bye.